Alright, so as most of you guys know, about 2 weeks ago I bought my Honda Grom, and ever since then you have not seen the 1100 on the channel, so a bunch of you started reaching out to me asking me if I had sold it or if I planned on selling it, so I kind of felt like I owed it to you guys to hop on here, let you know what I was doing with the Rebel and whether or not I had plans to sell it, and give you a quick channel update.
Perfect.
Cool spot for an intro, but I need to get off this sidewalk. Okay. Welcome back to Life of Birch. This is Birch, and like I said, lots of you guys have been rightfully concerned about whether or not I was selling the Rebel 1100 because you haven't seen it in like 2 weeks. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'll just get straight to it and address whether or not I was selling the Rebel, and this is probably going to surprise lots of you guys, but heck no, I'm not selling the Rebel, dude. Not at all. This is a forever bike for me as far as I'm concerned. I really appreciate your concern though, and I can see why lots of you might think that because you haven't seen this in 2 weeks after I was posting back-to-back content with it, but the truth of the matter is once I get a new bike I just get super stoked on that and want to focus on it, ride that for a little while. No point in spending a bunch of money on a new bike and then letting it sit. So fear not, the Rebel is here to stay, but so is the Grom. And one of the nice things about getting new bikes is that new content comes with it, and that's one of the reasons why I was so stoked to get the Grom, is because it gets a little monotonous having to come up with content day after day after day with the same bike. And normally it's like kind of easy, but it's because I do like build series and stuff like that. With the Rebel 1100 I love riding it, but there's not a lot of companies that have any parts out for it yet, so there's like nothing else that I want to buy for it at the moment. I mean, there's plenty of stuff I want to buy for it, it's just not available. So it gets a little bit hard coming up with different like trip ideas and stuff like that to do on it. The build series kind of helps me keep with fresh ideas. And I mean, of course, there's lots of you guys asking stuff like, oh, can you make a video about whether or not the 1100 makes a good first beginner bike, or can you do like a proper 0 to 60 run? And all of those are awesome, but like, this might sound ridiculous, they just take a lot more brain power to make happen. So like, I can come out and do an install video and I know that it's like straightforward. Unbox the product, I install it, and then I review it, and that's pretty much all that there is to it. When I do videos where I gotta talk about like, is it a good first bike or whatever, like I actually have to put thought into it, which might sound bad, like not that I don't want to put thought into videos, but like today I'm not really having the best day, if I'm gonna be honest. I've been out for, let's see, that's an hour off, so it's actually 7:36. I've been out since probably 5:30, so the past 2 hours trying to film a video about whether or not the 1100 was a good first bike, and it just was not flowing. I don't do scripts or anything like that. I kind of just make outlines of what I want to say, and then I go based off of that so it sounds and feels more natural, and I did that, but like, I've been tired all freaking day and it just was not flowing. My energy levels are off and you could tell, so I kind of scrapped that idea and decided to do it another day. So like, it's just easier when I have the Grom and it's new. I can get out and just do videos about like, oh, what's it like having a Grom, or like, here's the test ride, here's a seat that I just put on. It just helps to kind of break up the monotony of having to find something to do with the same bike for months and months when like there's not even any parts I can put on it yet. So fear not, it's not going anywhere. It's just nice to have another bike that I can get around on that's totally different from this bike. Like obviously the Grom and the 1100 are totally different, so it's a whole new riding style for me that I can get used to, a whole new like group that I can find on YouTube, and a whole new audience. So yeah, there's the answer. Rebel's not going anywhere anytime soon, hopefully ever. So with that said, let's give you guys a quick little update on what you can expect out of the channel coming up so you don't have any surprises. Obviously you can expect plenty of Grom content. It's not going to be really like a build series on it because it already has so many parts on it. There's not a whole lot I can do, but definitely expect that anything that I do along the way, like the seat that I just put on, there will be install videos for all of that. And then I talked about it in my Grom videos, but you guys may not have seen it if you're just here for the Rebel content. I do plan on doing something called Grom Getaways. So I've been looking for a Honda Element, which is like the old, not old, but like what I'm looking for is like from 06 to like 2010, the like boxy SUV that they have. The Grom will literally fit in the back of that, so I'm trying to buy one of those to put the Grom in the back back of and go on trips and go camping and stuff like that. So that's like a whole new series that I want to get into that should be pretty exciting. And then as far as the Rebel goes, content with that, I'm just waiting for people to start making parts for these things so I can actually start building it. I may have a sissy bar that I'm buying, so that'll be nice. Still trying to find some passenger foot pegs and a passenger seat to put on here. Somebody commented from Canada saying that they would sell me theirs, and I lost it in the comments. I can't find it anywhere. If that was you, please leave a comment and let me know how I can buy those from you, because I am more than willing to buy the passenger foot pegs and seat from you. I definitely plan on doing a lot more trips on the 1100. It's just the weather has been really kind of like hit or miss here lately. It's been raining a lot, so it's been harder to like be able to actually plan things out. I do plan on... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and cross. Bro, come on. Yeah, so I do want to do a lot more like longer trips on it, kind of like the one that I did to Chesapeake City a little while ago, where I asked Siri where I should go and then I went there. I want to do a lot more stuff like that, not necessarily like touring on this by any means, but getting more comfortable with longer trips and going to check out new cities. So definitely expect more of that. But those videos are another thing where like I really want to be doing on YouTube only what I want to do. It's just hard because videos like those trips I love doing, but they take so long to edit and they get less views because people are less interested in them. So it's just like, it feels like it makes more sense to do install videos and stuff like that when I don't have the time to edit the other videos. I'm circling back around because I just saw Bob, one of my subscribers that I met before. Let's go say what's up to him. What's going on?
What's up? Bike, man.
Thanks. Oh yeah, because when I saw you before, I had the 500. Yeah. Have you been?
Good, man.
Good.
A few moments later.
All right, well, it was good seeing you. I got to get out of here. I'm filming a video. But I'll see you around. Hopefully we can ride sometime soon. I'm trying to do like a meetup at some point, so. All right, man, it was good seeing you. All right. Always cool running into people that I've seen before. I think he might have been the first subscriber that I ever saw out that... Actually, no. Amir was the first one that I recognized, but he wasn't on his bike. He was just at the market house. I think Bob was the first person that I ever saw out riding, and he said what's up to me. The internet is crazy. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so essentially like the trip videos are really cool, but obviously they're a lot harder to edit and like keep the storyline continuous and keep it interesting with music, and of course the music has to be non-copyrighted. So I love doing those, but right now trying to get 2 videos out per week, sometimes I gotta kind of pick and choose what I do to make sure that I can get the content out, keep it fresh and everything like that. So I plan on doing it, but not as frequently as I want to. And then I've said this before but never followed through on it. I want to start doing test ride videos to kind of see what different bikes feel like and give you guys my opinions on them. So I think I'm going to start renting bikes through Riders Share, the website that's like pretty much Airbnb for motorcycles. I just feel like it would be really cool. So I plan on doing that. But again, it's just hard to... I'm making excuses, but it's just hard because it's hard to plan out like, all right, on this day, this is when I'm going to rent the bike and here's where I'm going to go, because you never know like when it's going to be raining. And as you can see, I have tons of ideas. It's just about the execution of it. Oh yeah, and then being down here reminds me, I want to start doing more live videos. I did do a live video the other weekend, but I got to give you guys plenty of heads up so you're all on there, because I know last time I only gave you like a day or 2 heads up. So definitely expect more live videos where I come and ride through down here on the weekend when it's hustling and bustling, and then stop to answer some questions. Those are super cool because I love interacting with you guys and being able to answer questions in real time. Plus it's nice because lots of time it's hard for me to get to all the comments on here, and I want to answer all the questions and I want to talk to all of you guys, but all the questions that come through just get kind of lost in the sauce sometimes, especially when you got typical YouTube trolls on here talking their crap. I don't want to read those, so sometimes I just don't even go through the comments unless like it's a fresh video that I just posted. And then what else? Oh, I guess the last thing to update you guys on is that I really want to do a meetup still, so I can actually meet you guys in person and ride with you guys. Again, I have the plan all in my head. It's just a matter of finding time to make it happen. I want to do something called the Rise Up Ride Out, where we can all meet down in downtown Annapolis at Rise Up, grab some coffee, and then go for a ride and stop at a local food truck. I've been talking about this forever, and now that the weather is consistently nice, I feel like it's time to do it. So if you're down for that, leave a comment. Let me know what you think think of it, where you want to ride, and I guess what day of the week works for you. I would assume the weekend's best for everybody, but again, it just comes down to me working in a restaurant and having to balance all that, but I can make it happen. Just let me know what day typically works best for you guys. But yeah, other than that, I guess it's just kind of business as usual. The main thing that I wanted to address was the Rebel stuff, because there were so many of you guys concerned that I was getting rid of it. Obviously, it is not going anywhere at all. I just got excited about my new bike and started posting with that, and as I start getting more and more bikes, obviously the same thing will happen, but I'll try and kind of keep it mixed up a little bit. Maybe post one Rebel video a week and one Grom video a week instead of having 2 Grom videos one week, 2 Rebel videos the next week. Kind of mix things up. That way those of you who found me because of the Grom still get your Grom content, and those of you who found me because of the Rebel still get your Rebel content. Obviously all of this is a great idea in theory, and it's easier said than done, but that's what I'm going to shoot for. I'm trying to take this YouTube stuff a lot more serious because a lot of you guys are coming on board, and this time last year I had like 3,000 subscribers. Now I'm approaching 13,000, and I just jumped from making only a couple $100 a month to being at the point where it's like, wow, this is a real thing now. Like, this is more than a side hustle. This is like a secondary income almost. So trying to take it a lot more seriously. So leave any comments for video ideas that you might have. Oh, and I just remembered I just got a new helmet, so I'm going to be doing a video showing you guys how I set up my motovlog setup on the new helmet. And I also am currently wearing an Engine Hawk jacket, the 50 cal. Engine Hawk is the company made by Ruroc, like the helmet company. They started making jackets, so I got one of theirs, and I've had it for about a month now, so I'm going to be doing a review video on that as well. So yeah, lots of fresh content coming. It's just a matter of finding time to do it and not getting burnt out between busy season at work and trying to do 2 videos a week on YouTube. So yeah, just wanted to hop on here, give you guys a quick update since lots of you guys have been asking for it and have been concerned about whether or not the Rebel was going away, and my other video that I was filming today did not go as planned, so I wanted to give you something on the Rebel. I do have a video all ready to go on the Grom, but I figured that if I didn't post this video, bump, and I just went straight to another Grom video, you guys would really start getting concerned seeing 4 or 5 videos with the Grom before anything comes back with the Rebel. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. There's an update. As always, thanks so much for your support. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Peace.